All right, Coach, the bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Newton. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Great.
Play action, it's Newton. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
23 yards on the play.
First down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Newton to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
8.
Here's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Check 15.
On first down, it's Newton. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
He lost two there, and it's third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Off play action. Love. He's airing it out for Sanu. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Love. Goes underneath here to White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was third in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. Off the play fake. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. third down. Love. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 52-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To throw on second down. Love. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, Love. Looking for Harry. He airs it. It's caught inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bo Allen busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Newton. Looking long for his tight end. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kyle Rudolph. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lightning speed there from the safety Devin McCourty on the sack. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They fake the give. Newton. Airing one out for Crowder. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. All day. Just like that. Just like that. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Come on.
From the gun, Love gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Throwing again, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You go take. You got take. Go.
They start the second half with Michel on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. The 30. And finally taken down at the 15. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. And even 60 yards for him on the ground.
First down, Patriots.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Kill.
First down, here's White. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there. 54 miles. Watch the screen. Mike 5-4.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Back at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Shedding the tackle. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. On 1st and 10, Newton. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And it's caught by Herndon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Yo.
Out of the gun, Newton. Caught here by Bell. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. John Simon. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 16-yard line.
Again, it's Michel. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mike 54. Don't get nervous. Hey, watch. Mike 54. Let's go one more.
On 3rd down, Love. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And how many times have we seen that? 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. On first down. Love. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Michel. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Love rolling to his right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. From the gun, Love. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's out to his running back, Michel. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw. Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pernell McPhee coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? And they will run it with Michel. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Henry Anderson on the stop. A loss of a yard. It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line. Tonight.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Patriots, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head